Hey folks, welcome to Current Issues in Spring Semester of 2022. I am Dr. Grimes, and most of you I think that I've had before. A lot of you don't know much about me, but I want to take this particular video to talk through our syllabus so that you understand exactly what it is that we're working with, what my expectations are, and what I hope your expectations will be, the grading components, and a little bit of a description about the things that you'll be doing. As a synopsis, what we try to do in this class is explore the kinds of things that human resources professionals are dealing with right now. In a lot of cases, they're hearing what's going on around the country. In some cases, senior management's coming to them and saying, what should we do about this? And in a lot of cases, it kind of catches us off guard a little bit. And as a human resource professionals, we've got to research topics, we've got to learn what we can about them, we've got to develop an understanding of both sides of the issue, and we've got to be able to communicate to senior management what it is that we really ought to do in our organization, either to respond to this thing or in preparation for this thing. So this particular class is going to try to do all that. It's going to give you a topic each week that you're going to research in SHRM with a teammate, and then one of you will record a little video where you're going to spend about 5 minutes or so with a new manager as your audience. Not Dr. Grimes, but a new manager. You're going to play the role of HR. And if you think to an orientation setting for a new manager, they're going to talk about benefits and they're going to talk about the history and the culture and things like this. And there'll be a series of little videos probably where they talk about safety and things like that. One of the videos is going to be the HR topic. And let's say that the topic is, background checks or something like that. What you're going to do is to record the video where you are speaking to the manager, and you're going to be talking to the manager about what background checks are, why they're important, how doing them properly can help you, the manager, to manage better, and how we as HR can help you, the manager, to do that better. So again, the real focus here is not on telling Dr. Grimes what you learned about this topic. It's about telling the manager how they can use this topic to be a better manager. So we'll accomplish a couple of things. As I said, we'll learn how to research topics in HR. We'll learn how to synopsize, that's not a word, them into a very understandable short delivery package, and we'll learn how to communicate with our new managers through video kinds of settings. A lot of things that are kind of going on simultaneously that I want you to be able to do. So I want to take, with that broad overview of what we're doing, a few moments here. We're at about 2.5 on this video. Target is about 20. Hopefully I can hit that. We're going to talk through the syllabus. So let me share the screen here, and you see the syllabus up there. There is my cell phone number. Didn't mean to do that. I meant to highlight that over here on this side. 229-938-0513. Text me as often as you like. Make sure that you tell me this is Susie from Current Issues, because I don't have your phone number in my contacts list, and I won't know who you are or what class you're talking about. But shoot me a note, ask me a question, whatever. I'll text you back probably same day, maybe right away. If you want to call, we'll chat for a few minutes. If I'm not available, you'll go to voicemail. So leave me a message. Hey, this is Susie from Current Issues, and I have this question for you. And then I can call you back, perhaps tomorrow, depending on when it is. But I'll get back with you. We are going to look at current issues. Now, there are lots and lots of current issues. I picked 15, I think, is what it is, to explore, but we could have picked any number of other things. You, as you look through these topics each week, will say, gosh, I wish we talked about that, or gosh, at my office we're dealing with that. This is, again, just trying to give you the opportunity to learn how to research it in SHRM and be able to present your thoughts coherently to somebody else. So you could use that same process on any random topic that you pick. The textbook we're going to use is a membership to SHRM, the Society for Human Resource Management. You can join as a student member for, I think it's about $40, and it lasts a whole year. Maybe it's 45 now with inflation and all that kind of stuff, but it is good for a whole year. So you'll get 4 months worth of it in spring semester, but it will be good until next January of 2023. So you can continue to use that. in your real world as you're going through any of your other HR classes to get background information on whatever topics that you're studying. You'll also have to have a good webcam so that you can record YouTube videos with good high quality. As far as attendance verification, you need to post a video to the Hello discussion board. I am in the process of posting mine right now to introduce you to me, looking at 2 to 3 minutes maybe, where you tell us a little bit about yourself and something interesting. You might want to comment on other people's videos as you watch them. I'm going to encourage you to watch every single video and get to know folks a little bit better. You also have to do the check-in quiz where I ask you for your cell phone and your Gmail, Yahoo, Bell South, whatever email address, and you just kind of confirm to me that you understand the basics of the class. You've got to do both of those things in order to be credited with participating in class. They're due by 11:59 p.m. Sunday, January the 16th. If you don't do both of them, I'm going to tell them you're not participating. It's very, very simple. Do them both by Sunday, and you are free to go with funding and all those kinds of things. Overview I've kind of talked about, learn how to communicate ideas about current issues. There are no exams in this class except for the final, and that does not use Proctor use, so you don't need a bundle. You don't have to worry about that. We're going to every week have a different topic. And every week you will either do a video or you will do a summary of what you would have done in your video. So you're not doing a video every week, pretty much every other week. The first week, everyone will do a video because I want you to do a video and get some feedback on it before you have to do the second one. Starting with the second topic in week 3, I will give you for example, in week number 2 for topic 1, everybody does the same topic, which is, I'm going to go ahead and tell you now, is the generations in the workforce. In week 3, when we go to topic 2, I will tell you what the topic is for 2 and what the topic is for 3. And you and your partner that I'm going to assign will get together real quick and say, let's look over these things. I tell you what, I'll do 2 and you do 3, or I'll do 3 and you do 2. Every 2-week span, one of you will do a video and the other of you will do a summary. You don't have to do the first one every time. You don't have to do the second one every time, as long as you do one of the 2 in each 2-week set. So you might do 2 and 5 and your partner does 3 and 4. You might be 2 and 4 and your partner does 3 and 5. I don't care who does what, as long as one of you does a video and one of you does a summary. So every week we're going to have a video from one of you and a recap summary from the other of you. Also this semester, you will interact with a human resources professional to talk about how they deal with things like we're doing. When there's an issue that comes up, how do they research it to learn about it? How do they go about making recommendations to senior managers? So you'll kind of talk with somebody about how they have gone through the process you're going through right now, and you'll kind of give me a report on what they did and what kind of a conclusion they reached. The final is just going to be a summary of talk about these different topics and what you learned, what was interesting to you, what helped you, what's going to make you better, that sort of thing. So a very predictable pattern. You're doing a video roughly every other week. You're doing a recap in the weeks that you don't do a video. So it's a fairly predictable routine that you can manage fairly well. As far as grading goes, the verification is 10% of your total grade, so you very quickly can get a good hit on doing the video and doing the quiz. And basically it's all or nothing. You do a video, even if it's horrible, you probably get all 25 points for that. If it's like a minute long, I may give you a fraction of the points, but generally speaking, a good video, a good check-in quiz, and you got 30 points, and that's 10%. Topic videos, as you look back here, there's 15 different topics, but you're not going to do a video on every one of them. You'll do 8 videos at 50 points apiece for 400 total points, and 7 of them you will submit a file that says, not my week. And you'll get a 0 for that, but we're going to drop that 0 at the end of the semester, so only 400 out of 1,500 or 750 total points counts towards your final grade. Those are worth 40%, almost half of your grade for the class is the videos. The videos will be graded according to the overall content. Did you tell me enough about this thing? And on the style, your presentation style. Do you look at the camera? Do you talk without saying and do you really focus on the manager rather than on me? Those kinds of things. The topic recaps, there's 15 again. It's 10 points apiece. You're going to do 7. and we're going to drop 8 zeros. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that in just a second. Those are 20% of your grade. The professional video where you interview the manager is worth 20%. That's 100 points, and your final is worth 10%. That's 100 points. We've talked about the verification items. One thing we didn't mention in the topic videos is that in the week when you do the video, you will submit a Dropbox file where you paste the URL in the text submission box. I can click on that or copy and paste it and go straight to your video and watch the video. If you're not doing the video, you still have to submit the video file, the topic video 1 or the topic video 3 or whatever, but instead of putting a URL to a video which doesn't exist, you're going to say not my week. If you say not my week, you'll get a 0, we'll drop it. If you didn't do the video and you don't submit the topic video file with not my week, instead of getting a 0, you'll get a negative 25. It's worth 50 points. Not submitting the 0 file actually causes you to lose a chunk of points. So make sure that every week you submit a topic video file, either with a URL or with the words not my week. Same thing with the recap. If you're doing the video, you still need to submit a recap file and say did the video. If you're not doing the video, you submit a recap file that has your recap. If you are doing the video and you submit a did the video recap file, you get a 0, which gets dropped. But if you don't submit that file with anything in it, you'll get negative 5. So every week submit both files with something in them. If you don't submit a file, instead of getting a 0, you're going to get a negative points, which is going to reduce your overall grade in that component. We've talked a little bit about the professional video. We'll talk more about it as we get close. I don't even want you thinking about it until about midterm or spring break-ish kind of time frame, because then you will have gone through the process of researching several topics, and you kind of know what you're talking about as you interview your person. Final exam we've talked about. To get an A, excuse me, you have to have at least 90 points after we've applied all the weights. A B is 80 points after weighting. C is 70 points after weighting. You need a C to be able to pass the class. It's not that hard to get an A, certainly not a B in this class if you submit every single assignment Dropbox, if you do reasonable quality on your videos. Not that hard to get an A or at least a B in this class. So I don't want you going into this really scared. It's a little bit unusual and unnerving perhaps having to do a video. When I first started videos, they were very, very difficult to do, and now I just talk, and hopefully my delivery is pretty good and my content is pretty good. You might not do quite as well on the first 1 or 2 or maybe 3, at least in terms of presentation style, but I'll give you some feedback and you'll get better as you go. And again, one of the objectives of the class is that by the end of the semester, you could put together a pretty good video file if you had to participate in the orientation, doing that kind of thing. So multiple benefits to doing this class. There are rubrics for things, but I'm going to be thinking in terms of the quality of what you did and whether you did what I asked you to do as I complete those rubrics and put in the grades there. You will have to work each week with a partner. So I want you to be able to share openly about what you're learning, take into consideration the thoughts that they are learning, and when it's your video, use some of their ideas in your video. If it's not your week to do a video, you do the best you can to help that person get enough information to where they can do a good video. So what I would perceive happening is that on Sunday, you've got the topic and you've decided you're doing the video and I'm doing the recap, or I'm doing the video and you're doing the recap. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, go out to the assignment Dropbox where I will have some links posted to some starter articles, and you read those articles Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and look for a couple of articles on your own. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, somewhere, you get together on the phone or on a video with your partner and say, here's some things that I learned that were interesting about this topic. What have you learned? And you feed off of each other and learn from each other. Then on Saturday or Sunday, you sit down and you record your video, or you sit down and you do your summary. So it's a full week process. The first few days, I'm giving you stuff to read. The next few days, you're finding your own stuff and you're talking with your partner. And then the last 2 days, you're either producing your video product or you're producing your summary product. And it's that way every week through the rest of the semester. I want those videos and those summary files on Sunday night by 11:59 p.m. for full credit. If you give it to me on Monday by 11:59 p.m., you'll get credit, but not full credit. If you don't give it to me by Monday night, you're not getting any credit at all, unless you've told me ahead of time. After the fact, I'm not reopening drop boxes. I'm not taking emails with late work. Get it in by Sunday for full credit, by Monday for most credit. Okay, so there's my late policy. Always be nice to people. You learned that in kindergarten. Scrolling through, there's not a whole heck of a lot of stuff here that you need to know, basic dates of things. And that's really the bulk of the class here. I'll go back to full camera so you can look at my ugly face as we close out this video. Got through this stuff in 15 minutes or so instead of 20, so kudos to me and good luck for you. I'm looking forward to seeing your videos and to see what you write about these topics and how you think about things that you may have never heard of, may have never considered. But as you start to think, not just what do I feel about this, but what's right for my company about this, and how do I communicate this in a way to managers so that they can manage better and they can rely on me as HR to help them as their partner. That's going to be it for now. If you have questions after looking at this video, feel free to post something in the Ask Dr. Grimes discussion board, or text me or shoot me an email or something like that. Otherwise, I'm going to sit back and wait until the first videos start coming in and look forward to the quality that you're going to produce, the professionalism that you're going to produce. Let me encourage you, when you do your videos, make sure you're in a room with good lighting. You don't have to put backgrounds up there. You can sit in your office like I'm doing here, but wear something nice. Don't wear a t-shirt or something ratty. Act like you're producing a video that your company will use in orientation. So look nice, be professional, make good eye contact, talk to the manager who is your audience, and things will go really well for you. Again, if you have questions, ask Dr. Grimes in the discussion board or shoot me a note or something. But that's it for now. Hope you're excited about this. You're intrigued with the possibilities of a class with no tests, with just, I don't know, busy work, but stuff that really helps you grow as a human being. And looking forward at the end of the semester to being able to give out an awful lot of B's and A's, hopefully no C's, because you've done everything I asked you to do. It's just a matter of little small degrees of quality. This is going to be great. If you're about to graduate, congratulations to you. If you've still got another semester or two, hopefully that you feel good enough with this project and this class requirements that you're going to be able to apply them to your other classes and do well in those as well. That's it. Bye.